He went from 100 to 119, but Rodriguez was the favorite anyway. And he won the 112-pound novice division championship last year, and he wins the 119-pound open with the walkover tonight. Super heavyweight novices, always one of the most entertaining of all the bouts we see during the course of the evening, because these are the big boys. It will be Ronald Brown against Marvin Wells. And in 1990 in the quarterfinals, one of the most memorable of all Golden Gloves bouts. Kathy, you were there.
I was there and I recovered.
Watch it very carefully, folks. There it is, a double knockout. Has there ever been anything quite like it?
I've never seen anything like it. That was my first.
So the super heavies are always entertaining. And we'll see if they'll duplicate that feat tonight. Here's the introduction of the fighters.
Our next match is the super heavyweight novice. The referee is Vinny Shomo. In the gold corner, Ronald Brown from Knights Community Center. Brown is 23 and works in the Daily News building as a chef for Au Pan. From the Bronx, Brown has won by 2 decisions and 1 knockout. In the blue corner, from the Kingsway Boxing Club, Marvin Wells. Wells is 18 years old and works in sales. From Jamaica, Queens, he enters the ring tonight with a tournament record of 2 buys, 1 decision, and 1 knockout.
Well, I think I know who the Daily News is rooting for in this bout. That young man, Ronald Brown, who works for a restaurant, Au Pan, in the Daily News building. He is a chef.
I wonder if they gave him a couple of days off and told him to rest up for the bout.
Back to work tomorrow, from what I hear.
You know, if I took a look at Brown and they had that old program on What's My Line, I would have guessed that he's a chef.
I don't think there's any way, except for the little extra beef. And out of the corner, Brown throwing bombs.
He's not giving Wells a chance to use his superior movement and boxing ability. And if somebody told Wells that you have to box, you have to use a jab, but Brown just came right out like shot out of a cannon.
Brown 230 pounds, Wells 212. And Ronald Brown from the Bronx, explosive in the opening 30 seconds. And a good stiff jab landed by Brown. Out comes Wells.
These are true novices we're looking at now.
Plenty of spirit. Spirit is willing.
They're fighting in a 20-foot square ring.
Okay, great.
20-point must system utilized the Golden Gloves. 5 judges will score the fight.
This bout is probably going to go down to conditioning. Who's ever in better shape later in the fight. They both look a little tired early.
Brown's got a nice jab.
If he gets a chance to use it.
There's an uppercut by Brown. Wells missing wildly. He's been boxing for only 3 months. And a bomb landed by Brown. And a standing 8 count given. So Vinny Shomo giving the standing 8 to Marvin Wells. Brown loaded up on that right hand. And that ends the first round. And we have seen a number of standing 8s given just before the end of the bell.
Well, by the end of the round, both guys are tired, so when they get hit with a punch, it's more effective.
Also, the referee is not looking at the clock, and it's not supposed to affect their decision. that comes into play actually a lot in the professional fights, because they've been criticized for stopping fights with a few seconds left, but they can save a person and save them from injury.
Well, that's what happened with Julio Cesar Chavez and Mildred Taylor when Richard Steele stepped in and stopped the fight right at the very end of the fight. A lot of people criticize Richard Steele, but a professional fighter can do a lot of damage in a few seconds against a helpless opponent.
That's right, and he's not carrying around a watch that tells you there's 4 seconds left, and neither is Vince Shomo, so if the standing 8 count is coming, it's going to come no matter what. I would not want to be a referee for a super heavyweight bout.
Michael Olajide Sr. handling the training for Marvin Wells from the Kingsway Boxing Club. Round number 2, super heavyweight novices in the ring. Ronald Brown, gold trunks, Marvin Wells in the blue trunks. And again, it's Brown landing combinations.